Hi, welcome to the Lifestyle Show with me, Anthony Jordan. Right, we've had sports, we've had health. Now it's time for entertainment. Now, if we're going to talk entertainment within our culture, in the UK, does it get any better than the 291 Club? I don't believe so. It's been a grounding, impactful situation, and it's coming back. Now, who better to tell us about the 291 Club than the one and only Mr. Delroy Murray? How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Yeah. Honoured to meet you.
You too.
There's so much work that's come out from the 291 Club, you know. One thing I've heard, it was X Factor before X Factor and Popeye.
So it was.
This is, you know, entertainment, giving the people what they want. Yeah. This is what it was. For those who haven't heard of the 291 Club, give us a bit of information about what it was.
Well, the 291 Club is a talent show, and it's live band, live everything. And it's essentially a variety show. So along with the talent show, we have other elements of the show. We have we do things like Battle of Sexes and get the audience involved, and we have some celebrity judges that usually come down. So we do different elements. We have some comedy as well. So it's different elements of the show. But what we're focusing on today really is about I'm doing the auditions now, relaunching the 291 again, and looking for making a stage for up-and-coming artists.
So important. One of the key parts of what I do with the Lifestyle Show is the music corner. Yeah. And a lot of the music that we get is from unsigned talent who haven't had that recognition that they so rightfully deserve. Yeah. And again, the platform of 291, I believe, will help elevate that. Yeah. As you said, so you're looking for talent. What kind, is there any specific genres you're looking for?
No, I want people to, it's wide open. Anybody can come. Once they can do their thing and they know how to do that, we'll support them and get it going. The main part of this, the main thrust for me of the show is to show up and coming people. We will highlight people that are got things out that want to promote things, and establish people. So there will always be those elements of the show, so that people get entertained as well as seen alongside the up and coming people, that with the established people there. And you know, I think it's really important. It's been something that's that I've been passionate about for ever since I've been in Total Contrast or whatever. And it's the same way after Total Contrast. We helped Tongue in Cheek get together, and Robin and I wrote songs for that, and they ended up on EMI Records and so forth. So I'm looking for that kind of situation again. And what's also interesting is that I'm looking for, it's not always about the winners. It's about, I'll have people coming down that might scout for other things. So, for instance, there's a lot of tribute things that's going on, and I know people that want to get people out there. So, there's work for people. It's about getting people out there and working in the industry. So it's not just about going, oh, right, I've won this show and you can go off and make a record. And there's other ways of making money from this industry.
Indeed, indeed. I suppose, as you said, you from yourself, being as part of a band, helping a band, writing the music, how has that experience been for yourself, the journey within the industry, seeing how difficult it has been and attaining success in it?
I think it's been an interesting one for me, in the sense that when I first started and wanted to I was doing a lot of little reggae tracks, and I used to help my dad. My dad was a sound system man, and through all of that we used to make music for him to play on the sound. And then from there I thought, I wanted to do something more. But then when I found that I wanted to go to record companies and say, okay, this is what I do, and it was like zero interest or a little bit of interest or messed about interest, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to go on my own. And I just made my own records. I was 17 at the time, and I put out my first record. Then it started being played on the radio, and then then my dad took me up to a company back in the day called Jetstar. Yeah. And from there, I just started to just make it all work. But the point I'm making is that I just kind of, from not getting the push forward from the industry, I just went out and did it myself.
Which you have to.
And you just have to do that. And you find that that's happening a lot more now than it was in the past, actually. People are really just, doing their social media and getting out there and doing what they have to do. And I feel, radically speaking, I just feel that the model of the music industry is completely changed. And for me, I don't think we need the music business the way it is now.
No.
But that's a whole nother day that we can get into. I just feel that, I feel it's about individuals creating databases and sell into that database. You know, because if you think about it, if you have record company overheads that go, right, we'll give you whatever percentage they want to give you now, and when all that is come out, you get a certain amount. Now, if you're independent and you're going, all right, well, if I sell this amount, I'm getting this amount back in money. So your overheads are your own overheads as opposed to someone imposing those overheads on you.
Yeah.
So you've got more leeway, so you can sell less and make more.
Yeah.
There's something in there.
There's a lot in there, and that's something to pay attention to there, guys. No, of course. Right, so now we're talking the return of the 291 Club. You're looking for candidates to audition.
Yes, I am.
How do they apply? How do they get in contact with us?
Right, if you go to the291club.co.uk, you can apply online, and listed on the side is all the audition times and days. It's usually on a Sunday, and it's usually in the day. This week it's from 10 till 3 in the afternoon. Generally it's from 12 till 5. And you can come down, you can, like I said, do it from the website, or you can just come along and you can fill a form out when you get there.
Okay.
Right? It's in Chingford in a place called Bojangles, number 1 Old Church Road. It's just on the corner of Chingford Mount. Loads of buses and things going up there. If you want to drive, parking is quite good, especially if it's a Sunday, because you can park on the other lines.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, just come down and, you know, let us provide a stage for you to show your talent. Comedians are welcome, singers are welcome, dancers welcome. Whatever you do, we want to support you.
That's fantastic. It's so, as much as there is a social network platform out there, there are so many. I think, okay, let's take YouTube, for instance.
Yes.
You have the element of you're an artist, you put your music on YouTube, but everyone, you know, we could take a selfie right now and put it on YouTube. It goes that way.
And you're competing with the same.
Yeah, exactly. There are so many other people that, you know, I could put a search in right now to even stuff I've got on YouTube, and it's like everyone else wants to come up. So then having something like the 291 Club helps enhance that situation even more.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
And like I said to you, it's about trying to get more people working in the industry. So, you know, there's lots of different ways of getting into the industry. And also, you know, if there's other people that are interested in the industry but not the upfront people, you know, we can give advice to them on that too. You know, I work in schools. I teach music in schools and primary schools. And, you know, it starts from there, you know, where you find that, you know, you're encouraging young people to get, to learn their craft and know what they want to do. So often these days, people just want to learn half the craft and think they're already ready, as you can see on TV.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Those people that have no friends, but or truthful friends.
Exactly.
Right?
So true.
But you know, it's about really going in and, you know, doing the art. You know, making sure that you learn your craft, making sure that you're ready for the stage, and making sure you have people around you that can help you be ready for the stage. And that's what we're all about.
Well, this is what I was going to say. It comes back to, in everything you're saying, you've worked in schools, and again, the situation is very similar here. You have that wealth of experience which you can then share with the upcoming artists.
Yeah.
There's a guidance in all different areas, you know, the information. That's what 29 Club is all, I've understood it to be.
That's right.
It's not just the competition element and, okay, you're the winner, move along. There's that connection, it's a hub, a base, it's a network, from what I've understood.
Absolutely. It is a network. It's a way of assisting and assuring and giving people the confidence to be able to go out and perform and do what they do best. You know, and that is what I want to continue doing, and making sure that we have new people coming through that can, and it doesn't matter what genre they do. You know, the band that I put together, generally we can jump on anything.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, you can see generally on the when we do the auditions, I'll come down with a keyboard or a guitar or something, and people can, what they've got to do actually is make sure they bring a piece of music that's not got vocals on, please. Right? Right, so they can sing to it. And then I might do a little jam with them and just see where they go in and give a bit of advice, and we go from there.
Powerful. That is so powerful. It helps embrace everyone, put you in there, just set the flow.
Yeah, it's really user-friendly auditions. It's not about just sitting there and going, right, entertain me.
No.
I think we've got to be a bit more supportive now. I mean, controversially, 291 back in the day was about booing people off stage and all that kind of, none of that is going to be there again. I'm not really into destroying a career before it gets going. That's not really what we're about. So, but that was of a time, right?
The world has changed, isn't it?
Yeah, it was of a time. And it was fun when we did it then. It was really fun. But the only thing is that when we were doing it at Hackney Empire, it seemed fine. But then when you saw it on TV, it's just like, oh my goodness, it looked like...
Did we just see that?
It's like black people, being horrible to other black people. And it was like, oh, this didn't feel as right. So, and I felt it, after that, we kind of stepped back from it a bit. And then myself and Roland Muldoon, who was at Hackney Empire at the time, we decided to bring back a show that was more user-friendly, more encouraging, and that is what I'm continuing now.
Fantastic. So, is the new home of the 291 Club Bojangles, or is that...
It is.
Okay.
At this present time, that's what it is. I'm just wanting to start it in a nice, intimate situation, and then we'll go from there,
Of course.
It's an expensive show to put on, and I just kind of want to... I don't want to start in such a way by going for such a big splash and taking on a Hackney Empire or something like that. We just want to just do it in a small, intimate place, make people feel comfortable about the show again, let them see that all the elements that we had before and all the fun things that were there and all the funny things that were there will still be there, but it's just going to be in a nice, intimate venue.
Well, that's the way it has to go. I think a fresh start, just start small, give it that intimate feeling.
Yeah.
You don't need, as you said, the expense behind it, the work behind it. It's so hard to understand how much work goes into this without doing this kind of stuff.
Absolutely. And it's about longevity. I want to keep it, instead of just going for, it's not really about just going out and just splashing out to make a big money. It's not really about that. It's really about encouragement, getting new people through, and everybody should win.
Yeah. No, that's powerful. That's powerful. Going back to yourself, what have you been up to in the past years, as well as music?
Well, if you cut me, you see musical notes come out. Really, actually, I don't know what else to say. Most people, I mean, it's like I always say to, even when I talk to the primary school kids, I work in secondary as well, and I say to them, if anybody knew me from school, no one will be surprised that I'm in music, because I was just music. Some people, Mr. Music, they call me sometimes, because music is just my life. It's just my whole thing. My life has a soundtrack to it. It's just completely that. And most of the things that I've done is affiliated to music in some way. Like, for instance, I did some theatre. I wrote some music for a show that Lenny Henry was in. It was called Fences. That was in the West End I think nearly 2 years ago now. My time flies. Did that. There's something might be happening with him again in Jamaica this time.
Okay.
So we're seeing what's happening there. So that's I'm looking forward to that. What else have I been doing? I've been the working in the schools has been really important for me, because having generally on two fronts. That you find that there's not a lot of males in primary schools. It's getting better. Not a lot of males. Black males. It's like I don't think I've seen another black male. I don't think I've seen another black male. And it just be and the thing is, the children don't see colour. They just don't see colour. They just like you or they don't. It's as simple as that. So and they're very honest about that. You can feel that. And I just feel that to be able to be in a school and they can see you for just being a person, and saying, maybe later on at some point they say, actually that's a black man, and he's fine. He's this and that. It just feels like it presents a bit of balance and a bit of from what the press may say about us or what the other things are. So it just feels like so I really treasured those moments and still do. No,
fantastic. Yeah. So important, I believe, that influence from a young age just
really
helps build the correct future.
It's our PR as a black males. I'm not excluding black females, but we have a different problem. Black males, we just get really a bad press. And we you know, obviously I'd like to feel that we took advantage of having a black president, but it still gives us work to do. We still have work to do, and we have to, you know, for our PR as such. So I just feel that as much as us that can go, well, look, this is what we do, and present a better way of how we are, it's a real good thing, and that's important to me too.
No, it's very important. I full-heartedly right behind you on that one.
Yeah.
Now we're talking that empowerment, and you said the 291 Club has changed from what it was of the brewing. It's about supporting, encouraging, and help building. As much as we're looking for people to sign up, what message have you got to anyone? Oh, I'm going to take it away from music itself.
Okay.
Following a dream. What would your message be with following a dream?
Oh wow, it's understand it's a journey, and understand it's a journey that is never going to be to your plan. In the sense that I plan that I will do this, and this, and I'll do that, and then I'll be a star. But what you don't realize is that there's going to be doors shut. There's going to be people that's going to go pretend that they're going with you, but you've got to understand yourself and understand that where you want to go. If you're going from here to there, how are you going to do it? You might have to go around a corner, but get onto the same thing, or you might have to go over something or under something. Whatever you've got to do, you stick to your plan. You stick to how it's going to be. It might divert a little bit, but you still stick to it. And, you know, and beware of people that want to throw you off the scent. It just happens. Sometimes it's people that are in the same industry, and they want to make sure that they're getting rid of the competition. A bit like how football teams buy out people and go, so no one else can have it. Right? It's a bit like that. But, you know, it's really about you inside. It's about you knowing that fire's burning in you to go and do what you want to do. As I said before, when, 16, 17, I wanted to be in the music business. No one was giving me the chance. I created my own situation. And I think that's important. Being able to create your own situation, reinventing yourself. You know, I've been in the business 40 years plus. And you can't be the same person that you was 20 years ago. Yeah. It just can't happen. Or if you're lucky enough to be able to that happen, then you acknowledge that. But also you've just got to go, right, now I've got these skills. And one of the big words is transferable skills. How do I transfer these skills? In the same way that I was in the music business, I transferred the skills and made my own way of doing things to go and teach in schools. That was my thing then. Or it might be that you go, all right, can I transfer this to theatre? Or can I transfer this to film? Or can I transfer this? But whatever you do, have the basis of what you are, and then be able to use that to be able to take on other different genres or other different situations.
Sure, perfect. That's fantastic. Right, are guests able to buy tickets to the 291 Club, or is it just for the audition?
The 291 Club starts in October.
Okay.
So tickets will soon be available online. I'll come back to you guys and let you know when that happens.
Perfect.
Right, and then so for now, it's just about auditions. It's just about auditions and getting so we can have a show.
Yes, of course, yeah. So all right, so it's a closed audition. Perfect. Yeah. Best way.
No, people can come down. You know, if they can come down. You know, if we don't mind. You can come down and see how. It works.
Sure.
You know, I don't mind. We just sit there, and we have last week. Some people came down. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. It was just we just said, all right, and we'll watch what people do. Now, some people get nervous, but it's okay.
No problem. All right, so we're going to round up now, but can we just get, for the last time, how people can apply for the audition?
So you go to the291club.co.uk, and there's a drop down there that says apply to perform, and you see all the dates for the auditions on the right-hand side.
Okay. Delroy, fantastic for bringing it back. Thank you very much for your time.
No, you're welcome.
And we'll catch up soon.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Delroy Murray, 291 Club, coming back. Your chance to apply. Get your talent out there. Up next, we've got Charlene Braithwaite talking about Britain's Got Reggae. Catch you soon.